everyone! So for today's Tip Tuesday, or TCS Tip Tuesday, I decided to do a cruelty-free dupes video. So these are basically all of my cruelty-free dupes for various products, and also they are not going to be all natural just because I haven't gotten a chance to clean out all of my makeup products to be all natural yet. So I'm just going to stop talking and get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and start with the face and move my way outward. And I'll start with foundation. The two that I have here that I wanted to mention are the Honeybee Gardens foundation, which I have like every single shade in other than their new ones. It goes from light to dark. Obviously I use the dark one for contour, and then I have my pricier kind of high-end foundation, which is this Face Atelier one. This, of course, like I said, is pricey. It is vegan, but it's not going to be as natural as the Honeybee Gardens one. This one can almost replace the Milani Color Statement. It just obviously won't be as cheap. And then this one can replace your like bare minerals and things like that that aren't cruelty-free and also have some harmful chemicals in there that they don't like to mention, so they're a bit greenwashed. Another brand that I don't actually have purchased but I have samples of is Everyday Minerals, and I had a little tiny bit of an allergic reaction to it. That's why I just had like little bumps, nothing major, so I don't use it as much, but I did really love their matte finish foundation, powder foundation, and one of my friends here, Kristina, she uses the jojoba oil one and she loves it, so I recommend you guys look at that as well if you're looking for a replacement to Bare Minerals. Now, if I mentioned every blush that I like, I would never end this video, so what I decided to do is just mention some cream blushes that can replace your drugstore ones like the Maybelline Bouncy and etc. And I have two different brands here that I'd like to feature. The first one is the All Natural Face, and this one here is in Bubblegum, and the second one is Pumpkin and Poppy, and this is the English Rose Cream Blush. Both of these are incredible. I would say Pumpkin and Poppy is just a little bit more creamy, but they both apply like a dream. I know for sure that the All Natural Face ones, they are vegan and you can use them for your lips or your cheeks, so that's a plus as well. Now, before I move on to my eyes, I'd like to go ahead and talk about a little bit more face products and a brow product as well. Actually, just one face product, and it's a concealer. You guys know I like my All Natural Face Concealer for everyday use, or even the Balm Time Balm Concealer for like a heavy coverage when I go out. But an amazing dupe for the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer is this Hard Candy Glamoflauge, and this is just a super heavy duty concealer if you have something that you just really need hidden and you don't mind the thickness of it. It doesn't crease for me, but you definitely want to have a light hand when you use it. Obviously this isn't as natural as the other ones that I've mentioned before, but if you need a cruelty-free dupe for like one of those just really good heavy duty concealers, this is highly recommended. If you want a dupe for those like pomades that are going around now that Anastasia has, which obviously is cruelty free but it's just not as cheap as this one that I'm going to show you, Wet n Wild's Fergie line, this one in Cocoa Riche, I've mentioned before. This is actually a liner, like an eyeliner, but you can use this as a brow pomade and it works beautifully. If you just find like a waterproof cream liner, you can even use one from e.l.f. That would be a great dupe for a brow pomade if you need something a little cheaper but still cruelty-free. Now for an eye primer, if you need something cheaper that works just as well as say the Urban Decay or the Too Faced ones, which Too Faced is cruelty-free, Urban Decay is not, or you just want a really cheap but really good cruelty-free dupe for those super good primers, I highly recommend the Fergie one. Again, Fergie Wet n Wild line is really good for these products. Again, not natural, but if I'm going out and I just need something that I kind of rarely use but use on a special occasion, when I need my eyeliner or my eye look to stay on all night long or even till the next day, to be honest, this just works miracles. It's called Take On The Day Eyeshadow Primer, and it just works really well. If you need a replacement for your NYX Milk pencil, like the jumbo eye pencils, to use as a primer instead of that, you could just use the All Natural Faces Diva sticks, and this one is in milk, and it's just a white jumbo pencil pretty much, and this works really well as a primer, but you can even use it as a highlighter on your face, down the bridge of your nose, cupid's bow, your usual areas that you would use a highlighter, and it works beautifully. And the ingredients are very pure as well. This just has organic jojoba oil, candela wax, mica, and oxide, so that is awesome. For eyeshadow, I have two palettes here. One is obviously my Z palette that I customize myself, and I press all these pigments myself as well, but I'm gonna get into why I'm calling this a dupe in just a second. But if you want a dupe for the Naked palettes, I'm gonna give you a second, more natural option in a moment, but I highly recommend the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. And this isn't necessarily a dupe for the Naked palettes, but I would say this is like a step up because you get these gorgeous colors and they are just so beautiful. You don't have just, you know, warm or cool. You kind of have a mix of shimmer, matte as well, and you just get a good variety. And I would actually recommend this over the Lorac Pro that I've seen in stores. I adore this palette. I could use it almost every day if I didn't try to use more natural products, and I just highly recommend it. So if you have a little money to splurge, I would recommend this palette. And I mean, it smells like chocolate. Can't complain about that. And I kind of complained at first that these two right here were so huge, but I'm really glad because I've been using this bottom one here. It's like a champagne pink almost, like a really shimmery, beautiful light pink, and this is just the perfect highlighter. It's so pretty. So I'm glad that I have like a big square of that. The top one here that is just a matte white, I think is great as well, because if you dust that over your eyelids before applying the other shades, it really helps the other colors pop. So I think it's a good base to have, and you would probably be using it a lot in combination with the other colors. So I'm glad that they did the palette the way that they did. And of course, packaging is gorgeous. And then the reason why I'm featuring my Z palette is because in here I actually have a lot of dupes to the Naked palettes as well, especially the Naked 3, like the bottom one right here. It's called Impact, and it's just a really beautiful like rosy color, and the way that they formulated their shadows, like Silk Naturals are probably some of my go-to shadows, and I wear them almost every single day. And these aren't all from Silk Naturals, but most of them are. They have dupes for all of the Naked palettes, and they are so much cheaper than the actual palette, plus not to mention natural. And even though they come in a loose form, if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to press them like this, I will be glad to do so. I learned from Oksana, and I have always linked that tutorial in my description box when I talk about things like this. But if you want to see just how I do it, if maybe I tweak it a little bit, I don't know if it's any different from what she does, but I learned from her. So if you guys want to see that video, I'll link it below as I usually do. But pressing shadows really is not difficult. It's a little time consuming, but it's not too bad. And I'm a total klutz, which is why I do it. But if you don't mind just having the loose pigment, then I highly recommend all of the shadows from Silk Natural. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jump to lips. The two Silk Natural ones that I wanted to mention are these here, and it's Negligee and Sultry. Negligee is a dupe for MAC's Velvet Teddy, I believe, and Sultry is a dupe for MAC's Bricola. They are both gorgeous classic colors that I have in my collection and adore. I use them a lot, especially Negligee. If you guys like that, what is it, the Kylie or Ken, whatever Jenner, whatever look is going around. I'm not a fan of the Kardashians, but if you like that look, Negligee is spot on the exact thing that she's doing to her lips. I saw a photo and I kind of recreated it on my Instagram, and everyone was like, what is that? It's exactly what she was wearing. And it's probably not, let's be real here. This is like a small indie natural company, but they're cheap, their lipsticks are incredible, their vegan lipsticks are awesome, and they have a lot of dupes for MAC and other things like that. And then Geek Chic has some more like crazy colors. This one here is in Hipster Ariel, and it's just like a really beautiful teal blue shade. And then a dupe for the Buxom glosses, which I've used one before. This I'm not gonna call like an exact dupe, but all of these shades from Pacifica, actually my friend Grace has found some MAC dupes for, so I'm gonna link that video that she has below for you. But Pacifica has some amazing glosses, and I just love them. I love this brand. For me, it's a little bit of a hit or miss because I don't like all of their products, to be honest. Like, I didn't really like their mascara that much, that a lot of people actually loved, and I didn't really like their shadows either. But their lip products, I have a special like obsession with. They are in Nudist and Ravish, and I also have Beach Kiss, which is one of my favorites, but I carry that in my purse every day, so I don't have it with me. And these are awesome dupes. I don't know which exact MAC lip glosses they're dupes for, but like I said, I'll link Grace's video below. But I do know that they are also good dupes for the Buxom glosses when it comes to the consistency and some certain colors and things like that. I had one called Bunny that Beach Kiss is almost a perfect dupe for, and you don't get that annoying plumping sensation if you guys are really sensitive to that, which I kind of am, which was a plus for me when I found these lip glosses. They are vegan and they're sold at Target. They're also sold online, obviously, so if you don't have them at your local Target, you can look there. They last a pretty good long time on your lips as well, so I really recommend these. Then I have some polishes to talk about, and I don't have too many just because I don't want to give you guys every single dupe that I've ever found. But a couple of my newest ones are the Milani Color Statements polishes. I have 2 to show you and then some more of the other ones. These obviously aren't natural, but okay, this one doesn't have a name, but you'll be able to find it in stores and see. But I've been looking for a dupe to Essie's Bikini Sotini that used to be a favorite of mine for the longest, and this is spot on exactly a dupe for that, because it even has a subtle shimmer that Bikini Sotini had. It just doesn't transfer just like Bikini Sotini, and I love it. The only thing about the Color Statement polishes from Milani is some of them actually stain your skin and your nails. So the teal one does stain, I've tried it. This one didn't. So just be careful with that. It does obviously go away, but these just aren't the most natural or safe polishes to use, so just don't be overdoing it. You guys know Milani is still on my shady list, but they are technically still cruelty free, so I thought I'd include it. And then another cult favorite is Sally Hansen's Pacific Blue, and Milani just came out with a color that is a dupe to that as well. So again, this is from their new Color Statement line. Zoya's Rocky is a really good dupe to China Glaze's For Audrey, which is like a beautiful Tiffany blue. So I really love this color as well. Zoya also has a bunch of good dupes for the polishes from Essie like Tarte Deco, and those polishes that are also cult favorites. So I recommend you guys look into Zoya because they have like every single shade for every single color imaginable. Last but not least, I'm going to show you guys some skincare favorites of mine and dupes as well. Now, for any SPF that you might need, if you want an unscented dupe to those that will be more natural and better for you, I have this Aubrey Natural Sun SPF 45. So for you pale folks that need the extra protection, I highly recommend this. I've heard that it can get a little greasy if you use it on your face, but that for your body it's really good. I haven't tried it on my face, so I wouldn't know. For scrubs to replace things like the St. Ives scrubs that are awful anyway, and any other scrub that you might have like from Neutrogena or any of those brands that test, I highly recommend the Alba Botanica Acnedote face and body scrub. No parabens, phthalates, or synthetic fragrances, and it's 100% vegetarian ingredients. So not vegan, but still a really great alternative to scrubs. And it's not like the scrub particles aren't too thick or clumpy to where it hurts your skin or it's too harsh for your face, so you can actually use it for your face and body like it suggests. So I really recommend this, and I know I've featured it a few times before, but this and the Cebu Beauty products are pretty much what cleared up my skin. And if you need a dupe for your masks, like say your Glam Glow or any of those other, you know, masks that get featured on YouTube all the time by the same people, I really recommend this Indian Healing Clay Deep Pore Cleansing 100% Natural Calcium Bentonite Clay Mask. Yes, that's a mouthful, but I promise you it works, and it's incredible. You really can feel your face pulsating like it suggests, and you can either use it with apple cider vinegar or just water, and it just sucks everything off your face, and it's still not like way too harsh. It just depends on how long you leave it for, and it's really cheap for the amount that you get because I've had this forever, and I will have a full jar pretty much of the clay. So I love it, swear by. I do have one more actually that I want to mention really quick. If you are looking for a perfume dupe, Pacifica has really great perfumes as well. They do have fragrance in them, so they're not totally as natural as they say they are, but they're great perfumes. I have the vanilla and the coconut ones. They have the rollerball or the spray, and they also have a solid one. And they have scents like gardenia, I think they have lilac, and obviously coconut, vanilla. They have a lot of just basic scents like either floral or sweet, so I really love their perfumes as well. So if you need a dupe for those, that's one last thing that I guess I could mention. Also, I want to get your opinion on something. A lot of you guys actually preferred this lighting better than when I'm facing the window, and I have it like the other way around where you can see the background of my room. So let me know what you like better, if you just want me to keep switching back and forth like I do. So those are all of my cruelty-free dupes. If you guys have any dupes of your own, please leave them below, because I love finding new dupes for things, especially if they're more natural. And if you have tried any of these and you like them also, let me know. If maybe it didn't work out for you, let me know. Pretty much let me know anything you'd like, and I love hearing from you. Hope to talk to you soon, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!